Do you remember the nerve-wracking visuals of neighbors scampering around trying to save a 8-month-old toddler from last month? These visuals were from Chennai. The toddler was miraculously served and everybody was so relieved. However, in an extremely disturbing development, the mother has allegedly died by suicide. On April 28, a video had gone viral showing the 8-month-old toddler hanging from the plastic sheet covering the roof of an apartment. Many neighbors were seen holding bed sheets and standing on the ground to ensure the child would fall into it in case the child loosens the grip. But eventually, one person did manage to climb up and get the child into a grip. But according to the police and family members, the mother was depressed and upset, particularly after continuing criticism over her alleged carelessness. Police say the probe into death is underway. I'm being joined by my colleague Dharni at this point. Dharni, so many aspects to this story. Of course, we all celebrated. We all were so relieved that the child was safe. But the scrutiny, the criticism, possibly that even continued even after the media coverage, though possibly some may have to even look into that as well. But huge concerns over what may be possibly, according to reports, a postpartum depression that just seemed to have worsened after the unending criticism.
The mother, she was 33 years old, and we're given to understand through sources that as soon as the birth of the baby happened, Ramya was suffering from a postpartum depression, and she was speaking to doctors for counseling, in this regard. So that is when, by the end of April, Ramya's baby, 8-month-old baby, unfortunately, by mistake, it fell on the temporary, sunshade of on the first floor of a building, their residence. So of course, we saw the video of how the neighbors, they all came together with bed sheets and several other helping mechanisms. Ultimately they saved the baby was saved. But what happened on social media platforms where a parallel trial, wherever this video for this child being saved was shared in the social media platforms, on the comment section all we could see was how the public were lashing out at the mother for negligence. They told that she is not eligible to be a parent, and that several while comments were made against the mother, alleging negligence from her part. They told that it is because of irresponsible mothers like her that children are falling, on sunshades and other areas, and these accidents are, tend to happen. So this was the kind of response Ramya was facing in social media after, that happened for almost 20 days. And because of this, we're given to understand that she went into further depression. And unfortunately, on May 18th, day before yesterday, when she was in her paternal house along with her husband and her child, she allegedly died by suicide.
Dharni, how very tragic. Is the police also saying that they have ruled out any other possibilities, any other angles to this particular case?
The Karamade police in Coimbatore, they are investigating into this matter because Ramya and her, husband along with the child, they had gone to Karamade 2 weeks before. They were staying in their paternal, house. So that is when the suicide had happened day before yesterday, and the Karamade police, they've registered a case. And as far as preliminary investigations are concerned, Ramya was depressed. She was already, attending counseling for postpartum depression. But after this incident, by the end of April, she went into further depression, and she was mentally, too depressed is what the family members and neighbors in Karamade are telling. So the police is suspecting, that this might be the reason for what happened.
Right. Dharni, thank you very much for joining us. Absolutely tragic story unfolding.